When you focus on yourself, the life that you want starts focusing on you. And it's simply because you start aligning yourself with all the things that you know you need to do. It don't matter if you feel like doing it, okay? Because at the end of the day, you know it need to get done. But you find the gratitude in it and you find the joy in it anyways, because it's a privilege to build your dream life. It's a lot of people who don't even know what they want their life to look like. You've been lucky enough to have a vision, and that means that you're also blessed enough to put the action in to make it a reality. So when you start understanding that, then you start understanding that it's a privilege to even create the life that you want for yourself. It's a privilege to even be here. It's a privilege to even be alive. So all that attitude goes away. All that, oh, I gotta wake up and do this, it goes away. Now it starts to sound like I get to do this. It's a privilege to do this. Because life really is a privilege. And you start aligning yourself with the life that you desire. You start aligning yourself with the life that you want because you're focused on you, man. You're not distracting yourself with what's going on. You're not distracting yourself by focusing on somebody else's life. You're fully locked in and you're fully focused on you. And I'm gonna be honest with you, it's one of the hardest things to do in this world is to just focus on yourself, because it seems like everybody wants your attention. Seems like everything on social media is trying to get your attention. It just seems like it's just hard to have tunnel vision in this world nowadays. But that's what it seems like. To be honest with you, it's never been easier. It's never been easier to just tune out. It's also never been harder. It depends on the type of person that you are. If you get overstimulated, if you love the stimulation of seeing what's going on with other people's lives, celebrity news, you know, this and that and this, it's only because you don't have a clear vision for your life. But those who have a clear vision for their life, it's a blessing, because it allows you to focus on yourself 100% without worrying about what's going on, without worrying about somebody else's opinion, without worrying about what somebody else got going on, without worrying about somebody else's thoughts or what somebody else think about how you want to live your life or the things that you want to do in this world. You just so focused on you. You're not worried about nothing else. And I promise you, I mean, it's one of the hardest things for a lot of people, because like I said, they don't have a vision of how they want their life to look like. It's just that simple. They just don't know what they want their life to look like. They don't have a vision of what they want their life to look like. They haven't stopped and asked. You know, other people have told them what their life should look like. Other people have told them what they should be doing. Other people have told them what it is that they should be focused on. You know what I'm saying? But you have a chance to do something special. You have a vision. You have a blueprint. Now, all you got to do is honor that. All you got to do is lock in on that. All you got to do is focus on that. It's a privilege to be able to build the life that you want. A lot of people don't get that privilege, man. Because like I said, they've been listening to other people their whole life. They've been living somebody else's life. They've been building somebody else's dream. So when you're building your own dream, you know it's going to be harder, right? It's not going to be easy, right? You know, you're going to see people be, you know, exalted. They're going to be put up in high places because they're helping to build somebody else's dream. You know, they're not building their own dream, you know, so they able to up the ranks. They able to make more money, or they able to do things that you may not be able to do right away. It's going to take a little bit longer because you might have an entrepreneurial spirit. Maybe God is giving you a blueprint that's really never been seen before. You know what I'm saying? The vision that you have, the goal that you have, the company that you want to build is just something that's so different. You know, there may not be a lot of blueprints, but you're still waking up and you still completing that vision anyways, because you focused on yourself. That's what allows you to work on the vision that the creator gives you. Clear focus. I was just having a conversation with one of my brothers the other day, and he's building a company right now. And I wish him nothing but the best, man. We had lunch. The company sounds like beautiful. It sounds freaking amazing. And I was so excited for him. I was so happy for him. I'm like, man, it's just amazing to see just, you know, he's another black brother, man. I'm like, it's just amazing to see just kings rising and doing what they do, you know, like just executing, and no matter who you are, it's beautiful, right? But it's just beautiful to see, because I know how hard he works. And I told him, I said, I believe in your dream 100%. And he was telling me how difficult it is, because Other people may not believe in his dream. Other people may not believe in his vision. Other people may not see what he has going on. They may not see what he's really working on. They may not see the fullest potential to what it is that he's trying to build. But I told him to just keep going. I told him to stay focused. And I told him that this is what happens when you're a visionary. You know, you have a vision. You're a visionary. You know how you want to change your life. You know the things that you want to build, but people aren't going to support you because they can't see it yet, you know? And I love people that's able to see what I can see. When I tell people, hey, I'm going to be successful. When I tell people, hey, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. I love when people are able to see the potential in me and say, yo, go do it. I know you can do it. Like, I know you, like, I see you, like, you know, you got a gift. Like, I'm that type of person to just encourage people to do what they love, because at least they gave it a shot. At least they gave it a try. And we don't even try no more in this world. You know, it's what A$AP Rocky said. It says it's lame to try, to just even try, right? No matter what you think about A$AP, it's true. I remember I made a video and I had quoted another celebrity or something. And people like, why are you quoting celebrities? And it's like, because it's in the collective conscious and they said something true. You know, people aren't perfect, but we can learn from everyone. And I'm telling you, man, when he said that, when he said, yo, he said straight up, he said, when did it become uncool to try things? It's like everybody just wants to seem like they got it together. Nobody wants to fail. I'm okay with failing. Failure comes with trials. Failure comes with trying. But in order to succeed, you have to fail. And failure is simply just a stepping stones towards your success. But if you're not focused on yourself, you can't do none of this. You can't fail, you can't succeed, you can't try nothing. Like, it's all about you focusing on yourself so you can know what it is that you need to do in the first place. So you can have a vision in the first place. Focusing on yourself, it helps you to have a vision for your life. And then you begin to build that vision and create that vision and work on that vision. And then you create that reality because you believed that it was possible and you put the work in order to make it happen. And so now it's happening. And I don't know, man, I just think that that's a beautiful way to live. Focusing on yourself doesn't mean that you can't have friends. Focusing on yourself doesn't mean that you can't hang out with people. Focusing on yourself doesn't mean that you can't network, right? I told you, I just hanged out with one of my friends that's building a company, you know? He's focused on himself right now. He's focused on his company right now, but we were still able to make time for each other. I'm focused on my businesses, the things that I'm doing, but I'm still able to make time for him because even though we're focused on the things that we're building and working on, you know, the quality of our conversations, the quality of the time that we spend is higher, even if we spend in less quantitative time. You understand? A lot of us, we spend a lot of time with people and we think that giving them love or, you know, giving them quality time means that you got to be with them for a long time. Time don't exist. I spoke about this on my spiritual channel on MDL. It's a fact. We think that time is horizontal. Time is linear. You know, not linear. Time is vertical. Time is vertical, right? It's vertical. And what do I mean by that? It's all about the present moment. It's all about the quality of the conversation that you're having right now. It's the quality, it's the substance. It's not about the amount. It's not about the amount of time that you spend with somebody. It's about the time that you do spend with them, making the most of it. That's quality time. Time ain't what you think it is, right? So when you talk about spending quality time with people, make sure that you got substance that you bring into the conversation. Something that you can learn from, they can learn from, you know, something that they can appreciate. Make sure that you're encouraging them. You know, make sure that you believe in them. Stop wasting your time. Stop wasting people's time, right? Focus on yourself. And when you do things with others, make sure that there's quality attached to it. Okay? I think that's really important. The ways in which we live. Are we doing things with purpose? Are we doing things with quality? Okay? Or are we just doing things just to do things because we think that we could just do things? We just doing whatever it is that we want to do. However it is that we just waking up on the wrong side of the bed and saying, man, I got to do this. I got to go to work. I hate my life. You know, all of this mental chatter that's just really blocking you from the blessings that you're supposed to be living. You know, we could be more positive about our life. There's a lot more to be grateful for about our life. There's a lot more to be thankful for about the life that we live in. You know, you have to appreciate the life that you got, and you got to work with it. You got to make the most of it. You know, you got to work towards whatever it is that you want to achieve. And you know, you got to do it in a way where you're appreciative of the ups and downs that life has given you, the good, the bad, the ugly, because you know that it's all sharpening you towards being a even better sword. You know what I'm saying? It's as if you were a sword, and life's challenges is only sharpening you. It's only sharpening you. You become a greater vessel for the creator to use, so you can build out the life that you want. But none of this can happen if you don't focus on yourself. You're not gonna know quality if you don't focus on yourself. If you don't see how important time is, you don't see how important it is to spend time with yourself, then you're not gonna know how to spend time. You know, you're not gonna know how to appreciate time. You're not gonna know how to appreciate your life. You're not gonna be grateful for the life that you got because you don't understand what's really going on here. Simply because you're not building a relationship with yourself. I think that all we have to do is build a relationship with ourselves. That's the importance of focusing on yourself. And once you focus on yourself, you're able to build a relationship with yourself and take your life to a different level and create the life that you really want to create, because you're able to understand the things that needs to be in your life and the things that don't need to be in your life. You understand how you're going to spend time and how you're not going to spend time. You're going to understand quality versus quantity. You're going to understand having a game plan and a vision versus not having a game plan. And you're going to have to choose how you want your life to look, and what speaks more to you. What speaks more to me is quality. So it's not about having a whole bunch of people around me, but it's about having the right people around me, right? It's not about having a whole bunch of conversations, but it's about having the right conversations, that whole quality, right? It's not just about me waking up and saying, man, I gotta do this. It's about me switching perspectives and being grateful and saying, I get to do this. It's a privilege to do this. This is my life. I appreciate my life. I'm gonna make the most of it, right? There's so many things that we have to work on, but it all starts with you focusing on you. And once you start to focus on you, you start to build a game plan. You start to switch perspectives. You start to spend more quality time with yourself and those around you. You just start to become a more quality person because you're spending time with yourself. You know, when you focus on yourself, man, everything changes. There's a lot of people, they say that they love people. Oh, I love people. I love people. But then you ask them if they love themselves, and they're like, man, that's still a journey. I'm still trying to love myself. Like, what? Nah. You got to love yourself first before you can love anybody else. How can you love somebody else if you don't love yourself? Where are you getting the love from? Where is it coming from? You can't give somebody something that you don't have. It all stems from within. This is why it's important to build a relationship with yourself, because once you start to build a relationship with yourself, once you start to focus on yourself, then you start to love yourself. And once you start to love yourself, then you start to see all the amazing ways in which God has blessed you, all the great things that you can do on this earth, all the great things that you can accomplish. I just want you to recognize that. I want you to recognize that focusing on yourself is the essential key to you building the life that you want. What's life without love? Building a reality that you want. What do you think that means? Do you think we're talking about materialistic things, or do you think we're talking about the relationship that you can build with yourself and how that impacts the life that you live? What if we're talking about your level of consciousness? What if we're talking about the ways in which you perceive life, your perspectives? What if I told you could change your life right now? You could work on a couple of these things that we're talking about right now. You could change your perspective on life right now. From I got to do this to I get to do this. You could create a vision for your life right now by writing down the things that you love to do and start spending time with those things and experimenting with those things and seeing how you feel when you do those things, and then repeatedly do it, and then you become successful at it, and you might become so successful at it that people might pay you for you to simply just do what you love. Success is simply just repeated patterns and habits. What can you repeat over and over and over again? It's easy for me to make videos because I love making videos, so I'm able to repeat this process over and over and over again. What can you repeat over and over and over again? Right? If you want help to learn how to monetize on YouTube and you want to work with me, okay, you want to join Purpose Driven Creators, the application form is right here. It's right below. It's like the first two links. It's one of the first two links, right? Understanding what it is that you can work on over and over and over again. And then you're not going to want to put it down. And that's the importance of focusing on yourself, because once you focus on yourself, then you realize that you actually do have time for your dreams. You actually do have time for your goals. You start to look at time differently. Yeah, you can spend time with friends. You can tell your friends that you love them, but maybe you can't spend all day with them. Maybe you got to spend a couple hours with them because you just want to spend the other half of the day working on your dreams, you know? So you kind of find that balance. That's fine too, right? But you recognize that it's about quality time. So when you hanging around people, if they're on their device, right? My device is over there. It's way over there out into the forest. I ain't even worried about my phone. But for example, if you got your phone on you, right, and you with your friends and stuff, don't be doing this. Don't do that. You know, pay attention to what they're saying. Be in the present moment. Spend quality time with them, right? It's all about the present moment. Spend quality time. It ain't about how much time you spend with somebody. It's about quality time. Spend some quality time with yourself. Focus on yourself. It ain't about how long you focus on yourself. Some of y'all think that you got to focus on yourself until you die, or you got to focus on yourself. Hey, I think it's good to always focus on yourself, and then once your cup is filled, you can pour into others, right? But focusing on yourself, spending time, just meditating, relaxing, thinking about the life that you want to live, planning out your life, you know, that might only take 5 to 15 minutes a day. You know, we're not talking about something that you have to keep doing over and over and over and over and over again, you know, for a long period of time, because then you're going to think that you don't have time to do none of this. It only takes 5 to 15 minutes to do this, to have a conversation with yourself, to ask yourself about the life that you want to live, and then work towards it. Remember, it's a privilege to be on this earth. It's a privilege to be alive. It's a privilege to have a chance to even build your dream life. Because what did I tell you to begin with? I told you that a lot of people are living lives that other people told them to live. You know, they're not even living their own life. They're not even living their own dream. They're not even living. You understand? So continue to live, continue to appreciate your life, continue to make the most of what you have, continue to make the most of your life. Okay? I love you. I appreciate you for watching. Continue to be purpose driven, and I'll see you in the next video, man. This is how you really, really, really change your reality around. This is how you do it. Ain't no better way. You got to focus on you. Once you focus on you, everything becomes clear. The things that you need to be focused on, the things that you need to be working on, the ways in which you need to see things, all of that makes a beautiful life. It becomes clear once you start to focus on yourself. Remember, this ain't just about materialistic things. Those things come afterwards. It's about making sure that you're building a relationship with who you are within, okay, and building a relationship with the Creator, and y'all having this experience together and building out this life that you want for yourself together. All right. And it's not about money. It's not about materialistic things, but it's about loving yourself. It's about the quality of your life, the quality of who you are as a human being. OK, it's about making sure that you're spending your time in the right places with the right people. And then once you do those things, you know, the materialistic things that align with you, of course, they're going to come as well. All right. Again, love you. Appreciate you for watching. And I'll see you in the next video, man. Peace. Go outside today. Go to the forest. Do something. Make something shake. Create something. Apply for Purpose Driven Creators. Follow me on Instagram at MALIQUEDLEWIS. For some reason, 100,000 people follow me over there, right? It might be some cool content over there for you too. Love you, man.